Hello students, welcome to my next video, Introduction to Marketing. Unit number 1, the subject is Basics of Marketing. I Dr. Ronvivale welcome you all. We will see definition of marketing. According to American Marketing Association, the activity set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners and society at large is the definition of marketing. According to Philip Kotler, satisfying needs and wants through an exchange process is the definition of marketing. According to Chartered Institute of Management, the management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer requirements profitability is the definition of marketing. Then there are important functions of marketing. Those can be categorized like information gathering, where gathering and analyzing the marketing information is an important function of marketing. Under it, an effort is made to understand consumers thoroughly in the following way like what is the consumers want, in what quantity, at what price, and what kind of advertisement they like. The second function is marketing planning. In order to achieve the objectives of the organizations with regards to its marketing, the manager chalks out his marketing plan. The third function is product design and development. Product design plays an important role in product selling. The company whose product is better and attractive design sells more than the product of the companies whose design happens to be weak and unattractive. Next function is standardization and grading. Standardization refers to determining of a standard regarding size, quality, design, weight, color, raw material, etc. to be used in a particular product. Next important function is packaging and labeling. Packaging is said to be a silent salesman which aims to avoid breakage, damage, destructions, etc. of the goods during the transit and storage. Packaging facilitates handling, littering, covering of the goods. Many times consumer demands goods in different quantities also. Next function is branding. Every producer seller wants that his product should have a special identity in the market. In order to realize his wish, he has to give a name to the product, which has to be distinct from the competitors, and that is nothing but branding. Brand can be a product, can be a service, it can be a restaurant, it can be a person, and so on. Next function is customer service support. Customer is the king of market, therefore it is one of the key functions of the marketers to offer every possible help to the consumers. A marketer offers primarily the following functions to the consumers. Those are after sale services, handling customers' complaints, technical services, credit facilities, and maintenance services, etc. Apart from that, the last function of marketing is physical distribution. Under this function of marketing, the decision about carrying things from one place to the another, that is place of production to the place of consumption, is taken into account. To accomplish this task, decision about four factors are to be taken, that is transportation, inventory, warehousing and order processing. So these are various important functions of marketing. Now we will see scope of marketing. Scope of marketing has a wide scope. It covers all the activities from the conception to the ideas to the realization of the profits. Those include consumers' needs, wants, consumer behavior, product planning, pricing policies, distribution of the products, then there is promotional activities, customer satisfaction and marketing control. Now we will see various functions of marketing manager. Marketing manager various functions like determining the marketing mission, then planning the marketing program, coordinating various activities under the marketing functions, then organizing the selling functions through the advertisement functions, reviewing the competition and product positioning, and establishing resource allocation. So these are various functions of marketing manager. Now we will see the core concepts of marketing that includes need, want, demand, customer value, and exchange. Concept of need. The easiest explanation of the needs is the basic human requirements like shelter, clothes, food, water, etc. These are essential for human beings to survive. Concept of want. Desire for a specific satisfier of needs. This is quite different from needs. Wants are not essential for humans to survive, but it is associated with their needs. Then concept of demand, want for a specific product backed up by the ability and willingness to buy is demand. Demand is actual purchase order for a particular product. So we can take example, need can be to travel, want can be Mercedes, and demand can be a Tata Nano, or many of the times want and demand also can be identical. Now we will see basic comparison between customer and consumer. First of all, we will see meaning. What is customer? The purchaser of goods or services is known as customers, and consumers, the end users of goods and services, are known as consumers. As far as reselling is concerned, a customer can be a business entity like a wholesaler or retailer, and they can purchase for resale. But consumers do not do reselling, they consume the product. Goods purchase, yes, customers are purchasing the goods, and consumers not necessarily. It can be gifted to someone, so it cannot be the purchaser at all the times. Purpose for customers is maybe to consume or maybe to resell, but for consumers, the purpose of purchasing the products is only consumption. Price paid by the customers, and in case of consumers, it may not be paid by the consumers. Customers can be individual or organizations, and consumers can be individual or family or group. Now, customer satisfaction. Now you can see various smileys there, and customer satisfaction, it measures how well the expectations of the customers concerning a product or service provided by your company has been met. When customers' expectations are matching with the performance of the marketers, then we can say that customer satisfaction is achieved. Customer satisfaction is an abstract concept and involves such factors such as quality of the products and quality of the service provided. So when performance is exactly equal to expectations, you can say that customers are satisfied. When performance are more than the expectations, then customer delight. And when performance of the product or services are less than the customer's expectations, then you can say that customers are dissatisfied. So this is about customer satisfaction, dissatisfaction, and customer delight. Now, what is the concept of customer loyalty? Customer loyalty is the result of consistently positive emotions, experience, physical attributes based satisfaction, and perceived value of an experience, which includes products and services. Customer loyalty can be said to have occurred if people choose to use particular shop or buy one particular product rather than use of other shops or buy products made by the companies. Now we will see the concept of customer value. According to Robert Woodruff, a customer perceived preferences for and evaluation of those products attributes performances and consequences arising from use that facilitates or block achieving the consumer's goods, goals and purposes in use of situations. So this is about customer value. Customer value can be categorized as follows. It can be product performance that includes various features, easy to use and reliability. It can be a product price that includes initial cost, distribution cost or life cycle cost. It includes delivery and installation that includes product availability, ease of installment and ease of service, and customer relationship that includes contact, image and billing. Now, this is value exchange where companies are giving value to the consumers and consumers are paying cost to the company. Now, we will see the concept of difference between market and marketing. So, market is defined as an arrangement whereby buyers and sellers meet each other to conclude the transaction. Market is a place or it can be a process or set like online market. Market is the process which fixes the price of the commodities through demand and supply forces, and which is a narrow concept. Market varies by products, place, factors and so on, and market is trade between parties. Now we will see what is marketing. The concept is marketing is a function that identifies human and social needs and satisfies them. Marketing is a set of various processes that we have seen already in the definition and various functions. Marketing is a process that analyzes, creates, informs, and delivers value to the customers. It is much wider concept than market. Marketing philosophy remains same, and marketing is the link between the customer and the company. Key market, key consumer markets can be divided into four parts: consumer markets, business markets, global markets, and non-profit markets. What is marketplaces? Marketplaces are another version of business market where organizations purchase raw materials, natural resources, and components of other products for their resale or use of manufacturing another product. An online marketplace, that is online e-commerce marketplace, is a type of e-commerce site where product or service information is provided by multiple third parties, whereas transactions and process by the marketplace operators. Now, what is the concept of meta market? Meta marketing is the, according to E.J. Kelly, meta marketing is the synthesis of all managerial traditional, scientific, social, and historical foundations of a marketing. A meta market will bring all the buyers and sellers in one place for one purpose only. Instead of giving multiple products to one customer, a meta market brings together different customers who need not necessarily differentiate between closely related products. This is the concept of meta markets. Now we will see the concept of digital marketing in brief, that includes SEO, that is search engine optimization, then SEM, that is search engine marketing, content marketing, influence marketing, content automation, campaign marketing, data-driven marketing, e-commerce marketing, social media optimization, email direct marketing, and display advertisement. So we all are familiar with digital marketing. Digital marketing is the marketing of products and services, sorry, using digital technologies, mainly on the internet, but also including mobile phones, displaying advertisement, and any other digital medium. Now we will see in brief what is the concept of brick and click model. So in short, you can say that we are using some traditional type of marketing where we are going into the places and purchasing the products. That is, we can say that it is offline marketing. And another version we are knowing that is online marketing. So brick and click model is the combination of online plus offline marketing. So whatever the advantages and disadvantages of online plus of offline marketing are combined together. So here we can see the products in the nearby shops in the online mode through various apps, and then we can go to that shop if we like the product, and we can directly see that product and we can purchase that product. So it is the combination of offline marketing plus online marketing. Now various new marketing realities that includes new company capabilities, new consumer capabilities, and major societal forces. Major societal forces include network information technologies, then the concept of globalization, deregulation, privatization, and heightened competition among the competitors. New company capabilities include industry convergence, retail transformation, and disintermediation. New consumer capabilities include consumers buying power, consumers having information, social networking sites, consumer participation, and consumer reassistance, that is less tolerance. So this is about the concept. Now we will see the linkage of marketing function with all other functions in the organization. So marketing function can be linked with the production, then finance, then HRM department, then research and development, and IT and CRM also. Marketing is not only much broader than selling, it is conceptualizing activities like all. It encompasses the entire businesses. It is the whole business seen from the front point of view of the final results, that is, from the consumer's point of view. Concern and responsibilities of marketing must therefore permeate all areas of the enterprise. So that's why linkages of marketing function with all other functions in the organization is important. Now we will see company's orientation towards marketplace. So there are 8 orientation, that is production, product, sales, marketing, societal, transaction, relational, and holistic. We will see first function, first orientation, that is product orientation. Prior to 1950s, the production orientation was emerged. Production of commodities creates and is one and universal cause which creates a marketing for commodities produced. It is based on the concept of economy of scale. Best example we can say like mousetrap, like production. They think of companies consumers will come to them. So there are various inputs and through various processes output is generated. This is just a production concept. They are not thinking of customer satisfaction, etc. Now next concept is product concepts. This orientation was popular during 1950s and 1960s. Management focuses on developing high quality products rather than only just economy of scale that we have seen in production concept. So development of high quality products which can be sold at right prices. Insufficient attention to what it is for consumers really want it or not. Then product orientation assumes a development of a closed economy where few, if any, choices are available. Then the concept is selling orientation, simply selling an already existing product and using promotional techniques to attain or attract at the highest sales possible. Selling orientations of the marketing become popular after the untapped demand following World War II was saturated in 1950s, like selling was difficult. Sales orientation focuses primarily on the selling and promotion of a particular product. Then, after selling, the concept of marketing orientation. In beginning of the 1970s, a marketing orientation or oriented businesses start with the consumers, find out what they want and then produces it for them. It involves monitoring the competitors' actions as well. Business models that focuses on delivering products designed according to the consumer's needs, desire and requirements. So initial point was the market and main focuses was on actual consumers' needs. It measures marketing approach and the target was long-term profit through customer satisfaction. The next concept is societal orientation. The marketing decisions by considering consumers' wants and the company's requirements and society's long-term interest preserves or enhances the consumers and the society's well-being. So social responsibility implies that a business decision maker is obliged to take actions that also protect and enhance society's interest. So societal marketing includes various concepts like consumers' wants and satisfaction, as well as companies' profit making and society like human welfare as well. And the next concept is transactional marketing orientation versus relationship marketing orientation. You can see various smiling figures here. Transactional marketing orientation concern just exchange of products and money and short-term selling goals. And in case of relationship marketing orientation, you can see that product is exchanging, money is exchanging, and they are smiling and they are making handshake. This indicates that exchange of products and money along with long-term selling goals. So we can differentiate between the transactional marketing orientation and relationship marketing orientation. Like transactional is for short term, it makes aggressive sale. Customer service priority is relatively low, customer contact is relatively low, customer commitment is also low, and seller customer interactions are having conflict and manipulation, and sources of quality is primarily from the production. If you concern if you consider the relationship marketing, then it is time orientation, it is long term. Then organization goal is to retain customers. Customer service priority is key component that is high. Customer contact is frequently we are contacting customers. Customer commitment is high. Seller customers interactions is trust and is depends on trust and cooperation, and sources of quality company wide commitment. Then we will see the last concept, that is holistic marketing. Incorporates integrated marketing, relationship marketing, and internal marketing, and as well as social responsibility to build an unified and shared brand. Holistic marketing is the idea that unifying a market based on shared goals is better. Holistic marketing is often considered to include four components, that is, relationship marketing, integrated marketing, internal marketing, and social responsible marketing. It focuses on putting forward a vision and brand that is meaningful to customers and consumers across the entire market. So holistic marketing includes internal marketing concepts, that means marketing department, senior marketing department, and another departments. Integrated marketing concept includes communication, products and services, and various distribution etc. channels. Socially responsible includes environmental friendly products and services and processes, then legal formalities, communities, and ethics, business ethics. Relationship marketing includes the taking care of customers, channels, and channel partners as well. So this is holistic marketing concept. Now we will see the difference between marketing and selling. So marketing starts with buyer and focuses on buyer's needs, whereas selling starts with seller and focuses on seller's needs. Mar- Marketing converts customers' needs into products and selling converts products into cash. Marketing views business as customer satisfying process and reviews selling reviews business as goods producing process. Marketing thinks like customer determines price and price determines cost, and in case of selling, manufacturing cost determines the price. So this is the difference between selling and marketing. Now, marketing as a value delivering process. According to Philip Kotler, in competitive economy, with exchanging increasingly informed buyers pass about abundant choices, a company can win only by fine-tuning the value delivering process, that is, choosing the correct value for the customers, providing the correct value to customers, and then communicating that value to the customers. This is marketing as a value delivery process. So, thank you. This is unit number one. I hope it is very much understood for you.